Hi, kindergarten teachers. The purpose of this video is to give you a brief introduction to the show and tell writing unit from labels to pattern books. This unit focuses on a written version of show and tell time and provides students with an opportunity to teach their classmates about their most cherished things. This additional writing unit is designed to be taught simultaneously to the phonics units of study, Word Scientists, which is Unit 2. This way, your students will already have an understanding of the letters of the alphabet and their sounds. Your students will also have already learned a few snap words at this point in the school year to help them in their writing. So there are 3 bends in this unit. So if we go ahead and look at the overview, which is right in the front cover there, the first bend is writing is a way to show and tell. There are 5 lessons in this bend, and this is where your students will be writing about objects they want to show and tell about for their classmates. In this bend, your students are going to gain momentum in their abilities to sound out words and become more confident as writers. So paper choices for this first bend can include just a big box. Now remember, it's still early in the school year, so this is perfectly fine. Also some options of papers with a smaller box and maybe 1 or 2 lines. So for example, if your student is writing about an object that they want to show and tell about, we're going to start, my object would be my necklace. We would start with a picture. I'm going to draw the chain. But as writers, we add more details to our picture. So I'm going to add the pendant. I'm going to add all the details of it. I'm going to color it in. And then the next day, we're going to add some labels to our writing. Necklace, we're going to sound it out. But we want more detail in our writing. It's not just a necklace, it's gold. It is shaped like an oval. So your students are really sounding out their words and learning how to become writers. And as they move into Unit 2, which is writing show and tell books, your students will now be ready to write a whole book about places that they have been. So paper choices for this will include a little booklet that's stapled together with a cover page, as well as some pages to follow. And finally, in Bend 3, your students will be writing full sentences that include patterns using the words that they already know how to write. So some snap words that your students will have learned in from the phonics unit is I like my or I see a. So if your students want to show and tell about their room at home, well, that's too big to bring to school, but we can write about it. I like my bed. I like my toy box, and so forth. So by the end of this unit, your students will be ready to celebrate their writing by hosting a book story event and publish their favorite show and tell book. Now there are new resources to help you with this. So let's go ahead and let's take a quick look. If we go ahead to our district landing page, under staff, curriculum, and instruction, and once again, if you click on curriculum, kindergarten, you will see the phonics website. This is where you can go, and under kindergarten, if you scroll down to show and tell from label to pattern books, here is all the resources you will need to help you. So we have a timeline, which should be from October to about December. Some teacher tips. There is a sample letter here for beginning the unit to ask the parents to send in an item for their child for show and tell. So this is just a sample that you can use as a resource when you're starting. There's some classroom display and resources. There's all the paper choices here if you would like to use. There's all of the anchor charts. And as we scroll down, we have all your resources broken up by bend. So in Bend 1, we have everything you'll need for each session, as well as some Google Slides that have a quick outline. So let's click on that just to see what it entails. And here we have a little introduction to the unit. We have things you'll need to have prepared before beginning this unit, and each slide will be for the teaching point of each session. So here will be the objective. You'll find the objective and what the teacher will need and what the students will need. And you will also see any homework if needed for that particular lesson. So there are many, many resources that you can use. All the anchor charts are here. Some links to the Heinemann website that you can also use that has everything you need. And it's broken up by lesson. So if you go through this lesson by lesson, it has everything you need to help you get through. So have fun with this unit and have a great school year, everyone.